walking around with my hand on my, cause I'm popping and I know you're not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap, got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, what it, no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. What you look through light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on now. Let's rock now. Set.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll fight forward to about the 20. Twenty-seven-yard line. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Wright's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team is going to start. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I need your help on this one. We just saw an extra point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Newton on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
That's it. 180.
To throw on second down is Newton. Now he's flushed out left. Now he'll let it go, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh, boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Like 80.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
23 yards on the play. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he returns it into enemy territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain. On the play there, it'll be second down.
Rock now.
Here's Newton now on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Buying time to his left. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll run Anderson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Well, stays up. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ben to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. So we cover. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. On the move to his left. He finds some open field here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position. On
second down, Anderson.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will make our score 9-0. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Newton on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Newton. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually do in practice very often.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And he's got it up and through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Move on. Next drive.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to go deep for Funchess. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Anderson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Operating from the gun, Newton dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Snickers, 66.
Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, fighting off the defender. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes we give a lot of these running backs credit for being good receivers, and all they catch are swings and screens. Le'Veon Bell's a full member of the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, whether he's split out of the backfield or not.
Well, no doubt he can catch it, coming off a career-high 85 receptions in 2017. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll buy some time right. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as